Dear student, it is question time. In this video, we will discuss some of the questions along with their answers. Clear? I hope so that you all are ready. Yes. So, dear student, here I am with my first question, that is, what is the criteria for classification of organism as belonging to kingdom Monera or Protista? Dear student, organisms which are prokaryotes, they belong to the kingdom Monera. What are prokaryotes? Those organisms which do not have well defined nucleus. Okay, and on the other hand, organisms which are eukaryotes, okay, and unicellular, they belong to the kingdom Protista. Understood? The main difference between Monera and Protista is that all Monera are prokaryote, whereas your Protista are eukaryote. But if I'll talk about the number of cell, it is same. Okay, Monera is also unicellular and Protista are also unicellular. Getting? And here they have asked, okay, about the criteria that on which basis we have classified the organism into Monera and Protista. So it is only on the basis of the type of nucleus they have. Okay, Monera do not have well defined nucleus, so they are coming under prokaryotes, whereas Protista have well defined nucleus, so they come under eukaryotes. I hope so that you have got. Okay, student, our second question is, in which kingdom will you place an organism which is single celled, eukaryotic, photosynthetic? Okay, again read the question. In which kingdom will you place an organism which is single celled भी है, eukaryotic भी है, and photosynthetic भी है? Student, they will come under plant kingdom. Okay, because with this single term, okay, the whole question is clear to us, and the answer is also, that is plant kingdom, because photosynthesis is done only by plant kingdom, the members of your plant kingdom, okay, which include your thallophytes, okay, and then bryophytes, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. With the passage of time, we will study about the members of your plant kingdom. Clear? Student, next question is, in the hierarchy of classification, which grouping will have the smallest number of organisms with the maximum of characteristics in common, and which have the largest number of organisms? Student, species will have the smallest number of organisms with the maximum of characteristics in common. On the contrary, a kingdom will have the largest number of organisms. Clear? Species include less number of organisms, whereas kingdom student, example, if I take plant kingdom, okay, it contain large number of organism. Okay, that is why we will study about plantae with the passage of time, because it contain many members such as your thallophytes are, okay, and these thallophyta contain many species under it. Then bryophyta, it is a name of the group. Okay, bryophyta contain many members inside it. Then pteridophyta, then gymnosperm, and then angiosperm. I hope so that you have got. Okay, student, this is the question from your exercise. Okay, but we will do here only because it is related to your today's topic. So student, how would you choose between two characteristics to be used for developing a hierarchy in classification? Student, first of all, we need to look at the fact if given character is present in small number of organism or a larger number of organism. In the first case, the commonality of character would represent a species, whereas in the latter case, the commonality of characters would represent a higher taxa, like I can say genus, family, order, or phylum. Clear? I hope so that you have got. Student, last question. Okay, Explain the basis for grouping organism into five kingdom. First of all, you need to tell me that who proposed five kingdom of classification. It was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. Clear? So student, now you need to tell me what are the basis for grouping organism into five kingdom of classification. Student, first of all, it is your number of cell, second is your mode of nutrition, and then presence of cell wall or not. Clear? If I talk about number of cell, okay, unicellular eukaryotes are kept in the kingdom Protista, while multicellular eukaryotes are kept in other kingdom. Whereas if I talk about the mode of nutrition, student, heterotrophic organism in which cell wall is present are taken under the kingdom Fungi, and autotrophic organism in which cell wall is present are taken in the kingdom Plantae. Organism in which cell wall is absent are taken in the kingdom Animalia. Okay, I hope so that you have understood about mode of nutrition, that is their autotrophic or heterotrophic, and on the basis of cell wall. Cell wall is present in your plant kingdom, whereas not present in your animal kingdom. Clear? So with this students, I finished. Okay, the question also. I hope so that you have understood, but if still there is any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.